Hey y'all, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. I appreciate you stopping by. I have a what's for dinner for you today. I thought I'd step outside real quick before the sun went down and do this little intro because I wanted to introduce my new friend, Mel from In the Kitchen with Mama Mel. She is a Southern mama just like myself. She does what's for dinners, grocery hauls, and everything in between just like I do. So make sure that when you're done watching this video that you check out her channel and you show her all the love that you showed me. I've gotten to know her over the past few weeks. She's a hoot, and we have a whole lot in common. And I love her, and I know you're going to love her, so make sure you check it out. And just show her love, y'all. She needs love. Everybody needs a little love. Welcome to my Southern Farming Kitchen. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm actually marinating some thin cut pork chops for tomorrow night. So this is what they look like, just regular thin chops. And I'm actually going to grill them tomorrow evening. So what I'm going to do, let me get a hold of this with my other hand. I've got some Caribbean jerk seasoning. I've got a little bit of oil down there. I'm just going to sprinkle each side and then give it a flip. And put all of these in the fridge until tomorrow evening. And then I'll have a salad or maybe some kind of rice or something with these guys. And they'll have marinated almost 24 hours. Alright y'all, so they are all seasoned up. I'm going to cover them and stick them in the fridge, and I will see you back here in 24 hours, which will only take a... So over here I've got some green beans, the French style. They're actually not my favorite, but I had a can of them, so I thought I'd go ahead and utilize them. They're actually from Thanksgiving. Still good, but got to get them eat, so... I've added some bacon fat that I keep in the fridge here and some just regular old real bacon bits. And I'm just going to let it come to a small simmer. That's it. Alright, so on the bottom of a slider bun, I'm going to add just a touch of mayonnaise. Dukes, because that's what I like. You know what? You do you. You eat what you like. Now, I'm going to add some alfalfa sprouts. Completely optional. You can leave them off. If you like them, I suggest trying it, or you can just use lettuce. It's entirely up to you, but I love these guys. Now I'm going to add one pork chop to each of these little sliders. Ah, they're hot. Alright, now this stuff, the Polynesian, and there's no shortage here in North Carolina, not on my end of North Carolina. I don't know what everybody's talking about, but Chick-fil-A sauce and the Polynesian, they're everywhere. So, I don't know. So here is some of that right on top. Now I'm going to get some rice and green beans. Alright y'all, so the hardest part about this one is just waiting that 24 hours for those pork chops to marinate, but it's actually worth it in the end. It's packed full of flavor. Again, I'll link that seasoning down below if I can find it. Alright y'all, so I just took 3 tenderloins, which is greatest of plenty for Bob and myself. All I did was put a little salt and pepper and oil on them, and I just cooked them in the oven until they were 165 degrees. And I'm just going to slice them up. Alright, so I got roughly 2 cups of bowtie pasta. I've got water going on the stove. I'm going to cook these until they're good and tender, and then I'll just show you how to put everything together. It's all done right in the same pot. I'm going to add some of the Badia Complete. This is always linked down below in my description. And I'm going to give it a stir. That's all there is to it. It's simple, but the flavor is there. You got to add that cheese and that Badia Complete and that butter. Those three, that's the trifecta of flavor right there. So that is it for dinner tonight. Something simple that we both really enjoy. Alright, so for this one, I'm craving a little bit of Thanksgiving. I've got a turkey breast tenderloin here. And here's some onions that I actually already had diced up for hot dogs and burgers and stuff the other day. So I'm going to go ahead and add them to the bottom of my crock pot. And I'm going to need to cut some celery. So let me get that done. Alright, so I'm going to add a little bit of light salt. That's what I use. Just like so. And some black pepper. Right to the bottom. Alright, so I've added the 2 pieces of chicken breast here. They're actually fairly big. They're kind of compact in there a little bit. So I don't cook them in the bag like it says you can do. I take them out and just cook them like this. But I'm going to put it on high for about 4 to 5 hours. Alright, so the turkey is completely done. See here how it flakes right off? So what I've done is strain the vegetables from the broth. I'm going to reserve about a cup to a cup and a half of that. And I'm going to shred this turkey. So there is the juice left over. There's a couple pieces of onion in it, but it'll be alright. You know this stuff, that stuff. We're going to add 1 full jar of the turkey gravy right to that broth. So let's add that turkey right back in there. Get all the yumminess. Woo! In case you didn't know it, that bowl's hot. Alright, and we're going to just fold everything in together. Alright, so there you go. See, it gets thick almost immediately. Don't put but about a cup or so of that juice back in there. I'm going to put this back on warm until I get everything else done.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away?
Alright y'all, so Bob put on a rotisserie chicken, and I'm going to make some potatoes. I'm going to roast these in the oven. Just going to season them up, and I'll show you how I do that. But he was in charge of the protein tonight, so he decided to do a whole chicken, and I'll show it to you. And I'll actually put his seasoning in the description box for you. If you don't have a rotisserie, that's fine. You can roast it in the oven with the same seasonings and get almost that same flavor. But I had 2 large russet potatoes here, so I'm just going to dice them up, season them up really good, and put these guys in the oven. Then I'm going to take some Badilla Complete, which is always in my description box down below, and I'm going to season these kind of heavy. This is all I'm going to put on them. Perfect flavors. I'm going to use my hands. God's tools in the kitchen. Just give them a good toss. I'm going to put them in the oven, 350 degrees, until they're tender, or about 20 to 25 minutes. Alright y'all, so Bob's chicken is done. Look how gorgeous that is. Is that not gorgeous? But like I said before, put this seasoning on it like he does, and you can roast it right in the oven and get that same flavor. But we're going to let it sit for just a few minutes. Alright y'all, so that is going to do it for today's What's for Dinner. This chicken turned out absolutely perfect. Make sure you try it. Stick that bad boy in the oven. You won't regret it. A little bit of butter, sour cream, and some bacon bits on them taters. Ready to roll. And don't forget, this video was a collaboration with Mel, so make sure you go down there and check out her link. Tell her I sent you. Show her all the love that you showed me. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, my friends. And may God always bless you.